In order to be successfully healthy, fitness, eating, whatever, over a long period of time, you're going to have to abandon acting on your feelings. It's a must. You have to quit that in order to be successful. Examples of that would be eating because you're bored, grabbing a bag of chips, grabbing something to eat, eating too much of good things can also be bad. Drinking too much water can kill you. Too much of a good thing can still be bad. So what I recommend doing is automating your food intake. Eat the same thing every day. Maybe you can switch it up every now and then, but you have to keep yourself in a state of simplicity. There's a book out there called The Automatic Millionaire. Put it up here in the top right or left or wherever. And it talks about saving money, saving for the future, paying off debt, getting wealthy. The same thing works for fitness. So in order to be successful, you want to put things on automatic. You have to put things on automatic. So you want to make eating automatic. You want to make your food decisions easy. You don't want to have to sit there and be like, well, what are we having for dinner tonight? You know, what do we want to do for dinner? Stop asking those questions. Make it to where you already know what you're going to have for dinner tonight. That's the easiest thing you can possibly do. You know, it's like when I get paid, what am I going to do with my paycheck this month? The same thing I did with my paycheck last month. Take at least 10%, put it away, put it in investments, save it, whatever. Pay my bills, and whatever else is left, spend it on necessities, maybe some pleasurable things, some things I need. But other than that, keep a part of all I earn, you know? And the same thing goes with your fitness. Like sometimes, yes, it is necessary to go out, and it's not necessary, but it is a want. Sometimes healthy for your mind to go out and splurge on things, go out to a nice dinner, have a date night with your wife or your girlfriend or something, boyfriend, whatever. Those are all necessary things and worthwhile things. But those should be the spontaneous, every once in a while things that are exciting because you barely do them. But if you go out to eat every night, if you go out and eat trash every night, then it's not exciting and spontaneous anymore. And it actually creates a situation where you start to hate it because of what it's making you look like, of what it's making you feel like, all those things. Inactivity. I agree that, your workout should be spontaneous as well, but mostly on autopilot. It's like, all right, what am I going to do today? Run. What am I going to do today? Hit the gym, lift some weights. All right, cool. But, what are you going to do? What is the program going to look like? If you put that on automatic and you build it over a period of months, then you don't have to worry about it. It's already set in stone. And that goes back to the main thing that I was talking about in the beginning of this, where it's like, don't act on your feelings, act on truth, act on routine, act on what agenda you set for yourself. So if you said that next week you're going to do a long run, next week you're going to do a 15-mile run. Okay, let's just assume that you're more advanced and you're up in the 15-mile running range, all right? But that's a really hard workout, That's something that you really have to put a lot of energy into. But if you set it for the next Saturday, 10 days out, there's no feeling in that because it's 10 days out. You're not feeling that. So it's just truth. It's like, if I'm healthy, if I don't get injured, if I'm capable of running the 15 miles, and that's where I'm at, and that's my goal, then I'm gonna do it. And then when that Saturday rolls around, you get up in the morning, you put your shoes on, you eat some food, and you get ready to go. And that's just it. But oftentimes, people will set a goal in the future. The day will come, they won't feel like doing it, and then they'll abandon the workout. You'll food prep for a week, And then by the end of the week, you're tired of the chicken and rice, and then you stop at McDonald's or go to whatever place, whatever other food establishment you like eating at. And that's what the majority of people do. Get accustomed and start to love the boring shit. Start to really enjoy the simplicity of life. And then you can be spontaneous in other aspects of your life. Like if you save all of your money for a year, let's say if you go on a very strict budgeting routine for a year, and at the end of the year, you plan a, $10,000 trip, but you've saved another $10,000 and invested it. But you deliberately saved for the $10,000 trip, and you literally like scraped by and sacrificed for the whole rest of the year. Then you can go out and enjoy your $10,000 trip. But what a lot of people do is they don't save anything. They don't plan objectively for a trip that they want to do. And then at the end of the year, all they have is a shit ton of weekends where they went out, they got hungover at the same bar that they always go to. And then they can't go on a big vacation that they always wish they could have gone on. Cruise, traveling abroad or whatever. They can't do those things because they didn't save, because they didn't budget for that. So on one hand, you have somebody who at the end of the year, they have nothing to show for it. They can't go out and enjoy themselves. They can't go on trips that they want to. And I'm mainly talking about money right now, but it goes hand in hand with fitness. And on the other hand, you have somebody who budgeted properly, saved for their trip, and now they get to go out and go and have a huge trip that they're gonna have memories of for a long time, because they planned for it. Now, the same thing goes for the fitness world. It's like if you live a boring life for a whole year, you save your money, you go to the gym every day, you work out, keep your head down, and just fucking grind. Do the boring shit. Do all the workouts that you plan for yourself. You didn't act on your feelings. Now there's a difference between getting injured and the general waking up and having these thoughts of not wanting to go work out. That's totally different. If you injure yourself, you got to take the time off. You got to listen to your body. But if you're completely healthy and you just think that you're tired and you don't want to work out and then you skip the workout, well then guess what? You're not going to get the results. So back to what I was saying. You train for the whole fucking year. Keep your head down. You show up to every workout. You ignore your feelings. And you do everything you're supposed to do. Then guess what's going to happen? At the end of the year, you're going to have saved a bunch of money because you didn't act on all your little impulse feelings, wanting to go out, wanting to hang out with friends, all that stuff. You kept to your plan. You went to the gym. You worked out. You ate the boring food. And then at the end of the year, you got $10,000 that you can spend on a trip. And you can go out. You got ripped abs. You feel amazing. You look amazing. You got the money that you want. I mean, that is the best feeling in the world. The best feeling in the world is to sacrifice and then have a couple of days where you can go out and enjoy yourself and look back at all that you did and accomplished throughout the year. And you get to look back on it for a second, right? Because it doesn't feel good to continually every single day look back at mediocre accomplishments. It feels great to work and then actually accomplish something big, and then take a few minutes to look back and enjoy what you accomplished. But then what feels even better is the journey of starting something new, accomplishing, working, and then finally you get to where you want to be, and then you look back again, and you get to look back at it, and then you get to reminisce on things that you did and accomplishments that you did and all that stuff. But you don't actually get to get there. You don't actually get to have that feeling if all you do is, you wake up, you're like, I don't want to make food for the day. I'm just going to stop at wherever and get some food, Starbucks, McDonald's, or wherever, get food and spend my money on, pay a membership to Starbucks every month, and I'm just gonna get my croissant and my coffee in the morning and call it a day, and then I'll stop at McDonald's on the way home or wherever, you know, whatever thing. I'll just Uber Eat something. All right, that is going to drain you, and the main point of all this is that the feelings are going to dictate that. You're going to be like, I don't want to make the food anymore. I don't want to meal prep. I don't want to, you know, prep my food and bring it with me and all that stuff. I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym after work. So I'm just going to call your friend. Hey, you want to have a wine night? All right, cool. And they come over and you chill and watch Netflix, and then you don't actually end up going to the gym. And then at the end of the year, with enough of those days added up, then what do you have? You have a year where you had a bunch of mediocre, satisfying moments. You had a bunch of like, I didn't have the best time, but I did have, you know, some time, which is cool. But if you want something more, if you want to really know what it's like to sacrifice, achieve, and then be able to have the feeling of pride inside, then it's necessary that you have to sacrifice a little bit of your time and your energy and your feelings. You have to say no to your feelings. When the feelings come up like, I am tired and I don't want to go do the workout. If you're not hurt and you're not injured and you have it planned, if you plan your days off, your rest days, then you rest on those days. If you have a workout planned, then make it to the workout. It's like you have Friday and Saturday off, most people do, at their work. You make it to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You do your work, and then you enjoy your Saturday, Sunday off. Most people do. So do that with your workouts. You're gonna work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday, and then you're gonna take one day off. But your workouts gotta go hand in hand with your regular work, because that's you work. That's not like work for your boss. You got to make sure that you work hard for yourself as well, and that's the workouts, so that you feel good and you look good and you have pride in yourself. So that's that. Say no to your feelings, and you will find yourself living probably your best life. The feelings aren't, you know, if you pull a hamstring, then that's a feeling that you should listen to. If you twist your ankle and you legitimately are hurting, then that's a feeling you should listen to. But I'm talking about the, I don't have it in me today, I'm not going to go to the gym. No, successful people, professional athletes who make it to the top, they don't do that. The reason why champions are that way is because they make it to the workouts. They make it to the hard things that they don't want to do. That's what makes people stand out and what makes people seem great. I don't want to make it seem like they are great, because everyone who is perceivably great is just a normal person that said no to their feelings when they cracked their eyes open and they were like, dang, I don't really want to go to the gym right now at 5. That's not a viable feeling. That's not a legitimate reason to not go, you know, because you think that you're tired. Okay, you just woke up. Of course you're going to be fucking tired. Who's not going to be tired when they just woke up? Everyone's going to be fucking tired. So you have to ignore that feeling. You have to say, all right, I know I'm tired, but I'm getting up anyways. You set the alarm the night before, you have to get up. That's a feeling you should ignore and you need to ignore if you're going to be successful. And when you're working out and you set the pace on the treadmill, you turn that volume up to where you want it to go. If you haven't pulled a hamstring, your leg hasn't snapped off the bone yet, but that's the pace that you set for yourself, and you know that you need to do it to accomplish the goal that you need to accomplish, you have to do it. Like, don't turn it down. If you have an objective that you need to meet and you have the ability to meet the objective, then meet the objective. Don't let the feelings get in the way. And that's my main objective with this video right here, is like the feelings, your little feelings that try to stop you from being great. Don't let those get in the way. It will stop you if you listen to them. If you let those little feelings take over and you let those little feelings get in the way of your success, it's only your fault. And you can't blame anybody else for that. And I see people do it all the time where, you know, It is why is this happening to me? Why is it's you. You're letting that happen. So if you don't take anything away from it, take anything else away from this video, make sure you take away from this video that the little feelings that pop up, especially that one at 5 o'clock in the morning when you got to go to the gym before work, it says, maybe we'll go back to bed for an hour. That's the one you don't listen to. You pull a hamstring and you're legitimately hurting and you're bleeding, then that's the one you should listen to. So there's different feelings, but just the little whiny, cry feelings, don't listen to that. That's it, I'm out.